July 31st of the current year. So on our top line there is going to be our business name. And this would be Darlene's Delivery Service. No, not there. Yeah. But no, on those top lines, like there's those 3 lines. Yes. Okay, line number 2 is whatever we're preparing. What are we preparing?
Income statement.
Okay, so income statement goes on the next line. And then our last line is for the date. This one we're going to write for month ended, July 31st, 2012.
July.
Yep, July 31st. Okay, now we will start preparing the actual income statement. So you actually have to skip a line. You're going to write revenue with a colon then. This would be not indented.
We don't have to know what to tell you.
We're going to get our information from right above in your workbook. Okay, they give us that little excerpt of the worksheet. So what from that worksheet, what would be our revenue?
Sales.
Okay, so sales are going to just indent ever so slightly. And then our amount is going to go here in that second column for numbers, and it's 5,511.
Where did we get sales?
Right up above me. Yeah, all our numbers are coming from on your workbook already. Okay, then our next line, not indented, needs to be expenses with a colon. And then we'll just list our expenses in the same order that they are on the worksheet. So all of the expenses need to be indented. So advertising expense. Yes. And these numbers will go in that first column. So advertising was $821. An insurance expense is $300. Miscellaneous expense, $347. And our last one is supplies expense, $713. Okay, then under 713, do a single rule. Below supplies expense, we're going to write total expenses, and that needs to be indented. So we would add up our expenses. So this number is going to go in that far right column. And the same line as total expenses, so that's $2,181.
Which column?
The far right one, the second column. The $2,181. Then we need to do a single rule under that amount. not be indented. And then we would subtract, so we take our sales minus our total expenses, and we should get $3,330. Does this number match our net income that they show on the worksheet? Okay, so that means we're good. Now we can double rule across both of those columns. Okay, the last thing we have to do is that component percentage. So I said sales is always going to be 100%. So just beside your sales number of 5,511 in that last little skinny column, write 100%. Then how are we going to calculate the percentage for our expenses? What are we going to do?
Total minus expenses.
So total expenses minus divide times what? Okay, divided by what? Divided by the sales, and what did we get? Round to one place. For what?
Like 40. Okay, you said something else.
10.
10. Okay. So it'll be 39 and 6.
Okay, so 39.6 for our total expenses percentage. And so then to calculate our net income, we'll take net income divided by sales and get what? Okay, 60.4 for net income. And that is all we have to do. So this one is fairly simple. So go ahead and do me on your own, and you should probably have time to do the application.